Recall our search for what is the transgression, who are the transgressors. Our key text and starting point was, "And an host was given him against the daily by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground." Daniel 8:12. We began our search for answers by looking for all other occurrences of the term transgression and the related term transgressor. We found that there were 3 other such texts: Daniel 8:13, Daniel 8:23, and Daniel 9:24. First, we looked at Daniel 8:13. Here was the structure we found for Daniel 8:10 through 13. Recall that verse 13, the lower half of the chiasm, is a question in regard to the attack of the little horn on heaven, the upper half of the chiasm, verses 10 through 12, and recall that we noted that it could potentially contain more details on that attack. Recall the crucial finding from layer 3. The transgression is the transgression of desolation. That is, the transgression mentioned in verse 12, it would be more precise to call it the transgression of desolation. Now we look at Daniel 9:24. Here's the structure of Daniel 9:24 through 27. We will pause a few moments here and let you absorb it in, but not too long. First, we will look at verse 24. The structure of Daniel 9:24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people, and upon thy holy city, to finish the transgression, and to make an end of sins, and to make reconciliation for iniquity, and to bring in everlasting righteousness, and to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. Note the following words: the transgression, sins, and iniquity. Note also and, and, 5 ands. These ands are a property of the Hebrew text. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 phrases. Need more proof? Note the verbs: to finish, to make an end, to make reconciliation, to bring in, to seal up, and to anoint. 6 verbs. Here is the Hebrew of the text. Hebrew is read from right to left. Note the Hebrew verb of phrase 2, translated to make an end in the English. The same Hebrew verb occurs in phrase 5, where it is translated to seal up. Note the count of the Hebrew words in our 6 phrases: 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. People do not normally write like this. There is an obvious division here. 2-word Hebrew phrases. 3-word Hebrew phrases. 1, 2, 3. So take note of these exceptional properties of this text. 3 2-word Hebrew phrases, and 3 3-word Hebrew phrases. The second phrase in each set of 3 phrases makes use of the same Hebrew verb. In the first set of phrases, each phrase out of the 3 mentions a term for sin, transgression, sin, and iniquity. None of these properties of this text that I have mentioned are by accident, but are by design. There are 2 separate and distinct parts here. Now we look at verses 26 and 27.